Oh, hello people. I'm zoton2. This is Driver Power Lines. A run I've been submitting. Well, I submitted it ages ago. I haven't submitted it for a while. I think it's the first time at ESA. Yeah, it definitely is the first time at ESA Marathon. Not sure about any other things. I did it at GTA Marathon a very long time ago, but things have changed since then. I wouldn't be surprised if someone else has done it as well at Marathon. But let's get right into it. I'll talk while we're playing because there's enough time. What shall we name our save? Goosebert, sure. Everyone loves or hates Goosebert. Sometimes I might need to do a couple of resets at start, so the save might change anyway. I'll probably just shove some random numbers in. Okay, we'll start. I think everything's correct. Yep. Okay, I'll count down. 3, 2, 1, go.
Good luck.
Okay, so first thing, I want to describe the game, but there's also other things to describe.
Drop me in Harlem.
So first off, I'm going to look for a bike at the start in the first 5 seconds along here. I'll tell you why in a second. Doesn't look like there is one, so I will reset. But obviously I'm going to keep the timer going. Let's call it Plum. The other mascot. It's this, this usually in a few times gets me it. But again, well, we have a drive in a minute, so it's fine. I can explain things then. This time it ain't going to work, is it? But usually, if it really doesn't work, I will also restart the game. But it's very important to have a bike, and we'll just do 1, 2, 3. The new ESA mascot, 1, 2, 3. Luckily, you can skip all these cutscenes. On the original console, you couldn't. Not seeing anything yet.
How rare is the bicycle spawn?
Usually pretty common.
Yeah, okay. Marathon luck then, yeah.
4, 5, 6. Yeah, usually I tried once before. Yesterday I did this and got into. If not, I'll, like I said, I'll restart as well.
Drop me in Harlem.
If not, I just won't. But like, you need one for a mission. There we go. So, I am going to take a bike here. And technically, I don't store this one or anything, but for context, for a mission in a bit, we need a bike, and it seems like if you get a bike here, bikes just tend to spawn more frequently, so, because there's another one, in GTA it works because it gets put in the memory pool. I don't know if that's the case here, or if it probably is, but it just never unloads. It happens later in the game with other things as well, maybe I'll point them out. Anyway, let's actually start. This is Driver Power Lines. Released in 2006 for the PS2 and Xbox. Just before the developers' Reflections were bought by Ubisoft, and I think the following year Ubisoft wanted to port it to PC and Wii, so they got other teams to do that. Even though they came out about the same time, the Wii and the PC versions are actually quite different. So yeah, this is the PC version, which is the fastest of all versions, for very good reason. You'll see in a bit that if you go to the pause map and hover over something, you can relocate to it. Obviously, it doesn't work in missions, but outside of missions you can, which is not possible on any other version. Also, you can skip basically all cutscenes and even some text using ESC. There is a bind for this. A bind for skipping cutscenes on ESC, but even if you remove said bind, or even if you rebind it to another key, ESC still functions for some things, which means I think these two things were debug features maybe, and they just left them in by accident. But this has been released on Steam and GOG. This is the GOG version. I don't think the Steam and GOG have much difference beyond DRM. There might be slightly difference between this and the original retail. Unsure, but whatever the case is, this is the version I run on. Yeah, so the game has stayed the same since, at least in regards to being able to teleport and stuff. Never changed. Oh, it's also on Ubisoft Connect, I'm pretty sure. Never tried that version. I think it's also DRM free. Anyway, so Driver Power Lines is, you probably know the Driver series. This is kind of a spin-off. Driver 3 came out in like 2004 and was somewhat very mediocrely panned. This is built on top of that, but as a spin-off. My favorite thing is it was going to be called Driver with IV capitalized. Luckily, they decided not to do that. Here's the teleporting of missions. The reason I drove away a bit there is because it teleports you in and spins you around a little bit quicker. Anyway, most teleports are a lot longer distance than that. So anyway, this is more like GTA. This is more mission-based. Sorry, not mission-based, open world mission-based, where you drive around and get missions, unlike Driver 3, where it was you select them from a menu like all the other old drivers. And also you're playing as a guy named The Kid, or TK, who is apparently 18. When I was like under 18, I thought, wow, 18 is really old. And now I'm 33.
Time changes.
Yeah, sorry, I'm just collecting my thoughts and seeing if there's anything special. I'm kind of on autopilot at the moment. Anyway, so you have your first mission, which was Nickel and Dime, which is like a tutorial mission. But as you saw, I was meant to drive someone somewhere, and I get a little bit of cash, and then I drive to that garage. But there's no failure state. You can just leave that thing, and it says your client's been arrested. Get to Hunts Point, which was this garage. And because a bike was faster to drive there, and because I wanted them to spawn anyway, I do that. This is the garage tutorial. So this garage in this game allows you to store, repair stuff, do upgrades, also stores
and what you got to spend on it
stores cars, so you can come back and get them later, even if you leave them somewhere else in the map.
Out on the street, you're gonna pick up some heat.
That first bit of the tutorial I can't skip, but the rest of it I can do really quickly.
Okay, kid, that's enough.
Involves repairing the car, spraying the car, getting rid of the heat, which is like the wanted level, adding an upgrade. This is all free for this, but and how to exit. This mission is to tell you how to basically upgrade a car in the garage. And then we have to go through a few, I'm going to call them speed traps, because I think that's the common name for people with Tomper. Do you know what they're called? Like guns that track your speed that police use. I think in this game they call them speed guns because there's a lot of characters in this game you're just never going to learn about because we skip the cutscenes, and they don't really exist in gameplay. So yeah, the guy on the radio is Slink. He says he procured these from the city police, basically. That's something I should remember because yeah, on the original version you can't skip cutscenes. So
it's either radar gun or speed radar.
Yeah, this is a spin-off. This is in 1978. You play as, like I said, TK, the kid who is 18, who happens to know a guy called Ray, who does actually have a prequel in Driver 76, which was a PSP exclusive, developed by Sumo Digital. Completely different game, but yeah, it kind of goes over his story. Who basically wants to get into, I guess, a life of crime. Was a getaway driver, or is a getaway driver, and is basically doing that. So we basically meet a whole group of people that he knows, or at least, yeah, that he knows, because Slink is in Driver 76, so Ray has known Slink for a while. Anyway, that's that mission done. I don't know if this is one of the skippable text boxes, but you can just clear it by pressing. I also need to store this bike, oops. You can just clear it by esking it. So you can store something by just putting it in the garage and doing that. So the first mission is Gunman. Sorry, not the first mission. The next mission is Gunman, which is a gun tutorial. Luckily, guns aren't used that much in this run. You've got auto lock on. This makes you want to lock onto a specific barrel, but oh, it failed. Yeah, sometimes you can do this where it fails and that happens. It's fine. You can teleport back. You don't have to do these in an order if you're quick enough, but I wasn't quick enough.
That's it, kid. And the rest.
I'm using my normal mouse. I have no clue why I can do that quicker. It's basically you have a lock on in this game, like the console versions, which is perfectly fine because there's not much shooting in this, and I'd rather not aim. If you do try and aim manually in this, it's pretty, which it's now going to teach me how to do. It's kind of bad. Also, space is crouch, which is why I keep accidentally crouching. And have to do drive-bys.
space to crowd just seems wrong to me. Like I'm way too used to space being jumped in so many games.
Yeah, this doesn't have a jump at all, so yeah, it makes sense.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So I got a bike. I need a bike for the next mission. I have one in the garage, but it's slightly faster if I happen to find one here. Technically, I think I can skip this text box, but because I'm about to get on this bike, I don't really want to. But if I do this, yeah, there we go.
Man, you know
So
I hate
this mission is
doing
called
this.
Pay Ray. It's a tutorial for the side missions, basically. Can I use tab? There we go. And they need to teleport to Jersey. So for context, this takes place in New York. This, for some reason, breaks. I have no clue why. I want to go to Jersey. It took me somewhere else, as you saw. There we go. This game has good licensed music, but I turned it off, obviously. I think this version might even have even less. It's weird. But whatever the case is, let me have a drink quickly.
Stay hydrated.
Yeah, before my throat dies. So this is the tutorial for the side missions. Did I just hear Discord? Am I going insane?
I didn't hear this called, so you might go insane, I think.
See,
Unless with like your own phone or something.
Well, I'm not plugged into that. I didn't see it open on the thing. Whatever the case is, maybe I'm going to say. This is a tutorial mission for the side missions. You need to earn $1,500 to pay or help Ray pay off something. So, and also money. You don't really earn money for missions, but I want to do some car upgrades later. So this is the quickest and really easiest way to do this. So I'm gonna have to concentrate. I might ruin it, but we'll see. So if you ever played the old Driver games, yeah, this might ruin it. There was a mode called Survival, and this is kind of that. Run into a donut stall, get rid of the cops. Yeah, that ruined it. But I'll have to do it again in a second, but I'm going to let it finish. But you can lose them here. 2,000, you usually get $2,000 there, but if you do it within under 15 seconds, you get 10,000. Can I walk back to the garage and I'll just do it again? If I'm pretty sure if I go back here, oops, I can do it again. I'm pretty sure I need like 6,000, so if that doesn't work again, if I do it 3 times, it's fine. This is much faster than the older method when I used to do when I first rooted this game, which was like 3 or 4 minute mission. I think I did what is called Loan Shark, which is you go somewhere, some person tells you to chase someone down and collect some money they owe and then take it back. Oh, that's interesting. So the heat in this game, which it will tutorialize me in a minute, has, which is basically like a wanted level in GTA, has in-car heat and outside car heat, as you'll see on the left and right on the HUD. Oh. There, the cops saw me committing a crime, so my heat went up, but they didn't start chasing me, funnily enough. But it's fine, this gives me full heat, anyway. Let's try it again. So basically, if you do this, go over here, that confuses them enough so that they don't follow me. I usually hang to the left here. And the timer needs to finish by 45, basically. There you go. That's perfectly fine. The problem is, I need to wait for the mission to respawn now, but I also need to stay away from the cops because you can't relocate while you're wanted, so I'm just going to keep driving forward. Anyway, that's enough to pay Ray back and do some upgrades later. So I'm just waiting for the thing to spawn. Oh, I'm pressing the wrong way. Luckily, on the map, you can select those icons by using A and D, which is what I'm using. Anyway, next is going to be the tutorial for the heat, like I said. We need to take a gang car that exists for some reason. I forget the story implications. It's a tutorial mission. Get some heat on it, but not on us, and then dump it back there so the police go after this person and not us. Luckily, this is really easy because the police always spawn up here. I really wanted to not have them drive away. Because in this game, you can see the police on the minimap. They work, actually, you know, you can see them outside of the car and stuff. So what I want to do is have them get out, kill them, and then get away from them. That shouldn't have left their car on the map. But sometimes another one spawns, but luckily it spawned kind of far away. Come on. There you go. I'm pretty sure I can drive into the market beforehand, but I'm never sure. Anyway, you ditch the car, you don't have any heat on you. Done. Cutscene plays, person getting caught. That's basically that's all the tutorial missions done, basically. Next thing is Repo Man, yeah. This mission spawns you further away from the marker for some reason. I think unless you move the mouse, but I always forget to. It's fine. So this mission is you need to collect 3 cars on a tow truck and bring them back here. A little bit tricky, especially when they start shooting at you. Oh, wow, the game froze for a second. That's interesting. So yeah, this game has a tendency to, not tendency to crash. It crashes if you try to go to the menu, and also later in the game, for something I won't spoil yet, it crashes there too, but that's like an hour in. It always crashes. I think someone did make a fan patch that stops it, but I'm not using it, but also haven't tested it, so it's fine. It's really, the game auto-saves, and it's really easy to just restart it, so. And obviously we probably won't use a patch in a speedrun anyway, but the physics in this game are very weird, like going through alleyways you hit things and they slow you down, and you can slide on like boxes and stuff, slip sometimes easy. Now I kind of have a break. I don't know if Tom has anything to say, but
well, I can mention for the we have some incentives for the next upcoming runs here. Both for our Bugs Life, the skin choice. We have a different choice of colors you can have for your character. And for GTFO that is after, there's the incentive for bonus levels. So there are a couple of bonus levels in the game, and the runners get to choose which ones they get to play if the incentive is met. So have a look at them if you want your money in before that gets closed.
So we need to drop with this car here, but you can just do this. You don't have to stop or anything. And they stop chasing you after that. Yeah, they can be really annoying because when you have a car hooked on the back of this, physics apply to the car, apply to you. You know, it's a proper physics engine. This is important to remember because we're actually going to store this tow truck and use it later, and even do a glitch to make it faster. So my PB is like 155 or something. I have got there's new strats that I can do better times at. I'd love to say, hey, get PB this marathon, but probably won't happen. I've done some runs offline, but got really stuck at the end once. Apparently a train can hit you here if you don't watch out, but I think I'm too slow for that. Is this other car? Hooking things on here can be a little bit tricky. Looks like I'm getting things pretty wrong. Cars chase you pretty, I guess, viciously, let's say that, in this game. It's like, I think all the old drivers did it. Like, Driver 3 definitely does. In this game, police are sometimes really hard, really difficult to get away from, and sometimes really easy. It's strange, though. And also, if you flip your car, there's no getting it back over, so I'm trying not to. But, like, you might see me moving around slightly here, and the back car on the back of me applies physics to me. It's a bit more obvious here. Like, going across here, it seems faster. And I think the car just pushes you. Because I'm getting 90... Sometimes I've reached 100.
It just casually like runs straight through people all the time.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem like anything happens when you do that, or like...
What you mean when I run over pedestrians? I mean, besides it being a very bad thing to do, don't do it. You actually just slow you down. So sometimes when I do that, it might actually be it, so I slow down for a turn, but usually I try and avoid the sidewalk. To be American, sidewalk. To be British, pavement.
The Swedish trottoir.
Yeah. It's not like the 3D GTAs. At least San Andreas, you hit someone and there are physics and you can bounce off them, and actually pretty bad. Sometimes you want that too. Okay, last one. There is a kind of free look in this game, but it's like half implemented. Come on, there we go. If you press the middle mouse button to look backwards, it lets you use mouse look. And oh no, they popped my tires. I hope that doesn't ruin something later, but we'll find out. If I like move the mouse and press it, sometimes you can do it without looking back, but yep, you're gonna usually just getting them to crash into cars is the easiest. I mean, all I need to do is drive back. I just need to look at my map, my notes. I'm trying not to damage this too much because I actually want to store it, and putting them in your garage doesn't repair them. Although the glitch might do, it's kind of hard to tell. I haven't properly tested it. I've just done runs. Okay. Release this and park it about here. So what I want to do is I'm going to do a glitch in a second. Put this in the garage. I'll explain what the glitch does once I've done it. It's probably the best idea. Take it to the garage. Select my Andek from before, which has a free upgrade, but I'm going to upgrade it. Oh, I need to repair it first, which is easy. Hopefully the glitch still works with that. I'm pretty sure it does. Upgrade it fully, including a nitrous and a nitrous shot. And then, this is important, go to vehicle, actually no, sorry, go to store yes, even though it stores getting things in this game anyway, even if you don't press that. And then press entry vehicle. You see it's now changed color, because I had another car applied to this. This is a glitch that allows you to basically apply all the mods from the car I just had, and transfer them over to a different car for some reason. Now I need a bike for the next mission, so that's what I'm getting this for. Last Chance is the mission that needs a bike. This one, I just want a bike because it's faster.
Hey, kids.
So basically that Andek I upgraded at the start in the tutorial now doesn't exist. I'm pretty sure it's not in my garage anymore. The color, I didn't need the color, but the color's a good way to identify if that glitch just works because it transfers over. So now the tow truck is like somewhat fast. I won't say ridiculously fast. The thing is, I'm not sure if it's going to be repaired or not, but I can just repair it myself. I'm pretty sure now the stuff's transferred over to it. I say that because sometimes I've transferred stuff over to it, and it's been visibly damaged, but I don't think it's actually damaged. It's weird. But yeah, we want to use it later. So now it's stored, transferred over. Usually there's a mission coming up in a bit where we would need an upgraded car, and we used to use the one they gave us, but since we earn a lot of money, we just upgrade another one to full, which makes it even faster, and use it a little bit.
More than a few
Oh,
flies
so this mission is Slink wants you to see. The thing is, that tow truck mission, I forget who I'm doing it for, but obviously the person in the garage isn't relevant to the story. This is Slink has clubs around the city, at least around this part of New York. Oh, this happened. I'll explain that in a second. Once you collect money, people are hanging around them trying to get the money, that kind of thing. Which is why it's useful to use the bike. Oh yeah, physics. That's kind of hard to get through. Yeah, sometimes at least in the PC version, if you drive through objects, you just bail off the bike, and I have no clue why.
What'd you do, Slink? Advertise?
This route hasn't really changed in a while. Like, oh, they're having again. Now, the question is, where's the bike? It's over here. I'm losing a bit of health, but it's fine. Health is at the top right. Oh.
So if you do like get killed or grabbed by the police, like how big is the penalty and like what happens?
You can get arrested in this game, but you really have to try. It's not like GTA where they can get to your car and open the door. I think you'd have to stand in front of them. Dying means I have to reset from whatever the checkpoint is, so it's not too bad, luckily. So if I die in this run at some point, so missions, have checkpoints and stuff. Already better than GTA at that period in time, funnily enough. So yeah, this mission I said, go around, collect this stuff, take it back to his main club. Doing this stuff on the bike is somewhat easier unless you accidentally bail off. Yeah, the route hasn't really changed since I first came up with this, so I started running this in like 2014, I think. And I think I came up with this route and just never changed it. Usually we go through the park for these things, and I really haven't got used to driving through the park because there are physics. And also in this game on bikes, to lean backwards and forwards, you have to use the mouse. So sometimes I just flew off the bike a lot when driving through the park, so just for ease of ease of not doing that over and over again, I'm going to use the roads around, I think it's Central Park, I'm pretty sure. Just looking at my stuff. So yeah, this mission has helped to have a bike, but you don't need one. The next mission, Last Chance, needs a bike. And yeah, you have to find one on the road. I'm pretty sure there's no spawn locations or anything, which is why I was very adamant on getting one at the start. Well, getting one and having them spawn frequently enough that I could get another one, because at the beginning I drove to the garage, but the garage isn't unlocked yet, so it doesn't let you store it. Here's this one. Now I have to wait a second for the thing. Yeah, so you can clear some of the text boxes by pausing and unpausing. This isn't one of them. It doesn't speed anything up, unfortunately. I just forget which ones are which. That one just has a little bit of a wait before the mission respawns, for whatever reason, after that last one finished. This is the Last Chance, so the Mexican, who is another character, who I'm pretty sure the last cutscene just introduced us to, who we are going to be a driver for, I think. I mean, there's a whole gang of people that join together, but the reason this mission is happening is because the person we're racing is his old driver, and we're kind of trying to outrace him. So that is his last chance. Unfortunately, he plays dirty because he's very bad, because we just passed him already, and there's a load of people who try and kill you. But you can't use guns. I'm pretty sure that fails the mission, but it doesn't really matter. You need to drive to the end. There's no reason to kill anyone. We're just fast. So it's mostly about driving around the obstacles for this. That's cool. Yeah, physics. Sometimes you hit something and you can't turn anymore. Whoops, car spawned. There's no way to really despawn cars, like, for example, 3D GTAs, at least I know 3 Vice City San Andreas have their own methods. But there is a traffic density similar to GTA 4. Okay, here's one of the things they're trying to... They do a roadblock, but there's a ramp, and you're meant to go over the ramp because it's really cinematic. Oh, they went over the ramp. But you don't have to. It's a slow motion camera, it takes longer. Luckily, they put a load of bikes around here, so if you destroy yours, there are actually spawned bikes. Here's another roadblock, very easy to get around. I was going to point out one of those bikes, but it was in here. I forgot where they were now, but...
The people you run into, like, they don't seem to complain either. Like, I don't hear any screams or anyone saying anything.
Yeah, they kind of just...
They just take it.
Yeah, it's something they didn't really include, I don't think. People do scream when you pull out a gun. But beyond that... Oh, that was close. Annoyingly, I've done that thing where I was in the middle of something and I've forgotten what it was. Before I went past that ramp, I was talking about something and I forgot about it, but yeah.
Time for some off.
Oh yeah, this is an intended shortcut because, and there's another one coming up because TK has lines for it. Oh, sorry. While we're talking.
I'm the man.
He is the man. There's another shortcut coming up that is probably unintentional, but yeah. Nearly done with this one now. This is the end here. There we go, skip this. I don't know if getting rid of this... I forget. Anyway, it's about to warp me, which is what I'm waiting for. Puts me in our safe house that we now have. New weapons spawn here, and I can collect them to get some ammo. Now, see, these messages you can get rid of really quickly if you just saw. Now I'm just waiting for another mission to spawn. Actually, no, I need to do something else first anyway. Oops. So I should have done this while I was waiting. It's fine. The missions, the next batch of missions are spawned that you can do in any order. This is where I want the Serrano, which is our main car, which we didn't actually store in the garage, but, you know, it's always in there from the start. I'm going to do some upgrades to it because this mission requires at least the base upgrade, but we'll use it a bit later as well. So this is Rosalita Racer, which, yeah, requires an upgraded car. I'd say it's a tutorial, it's a race. But whatever. It's kind of a race. Annoyingly, in this game, to use nitrous, you have to double tap the accelerator. And it has a limited amount. Like, if you look on the HUD on the bottom left, it says N, that's nitrous. It recharges, but I forget how. Anyway, so this car's fully upgraded, and you'll see it's quite fast. When I go in a straight line, you can nearly reach 130 if I boost, I think. Yeah, I don't want to boost a lot. 120, yeah. That other upgraded car at stage 1 was like 100. Oh yeah, an important thing to note is when I upgraded that tow truck, I don't know properly, but... Oh, another freeze. But the tow truck might get upgrades it can't get otherwise. We are going to do that glitch again later. Transfer this car's upgrades to a different one, but not for a while. So yeah, this mission is... I think it's just Mexican doing a competition. He's left a car of his, or some car of his has been impounded. Because it has heat on it, so I assume it was an impoundment. And he's sending 3 people to go collect it, and whoever brings it back gets cash. Except they don't, because I don't earn anything from any missions. But whatever, it's a mission, you do it. So in a second, we'll actually not have this car anymore, unfortunately. But like I said, if you store a car in your garage, or even just drive it in there once, which stores it for whatever reason, even though there's a selectable option to store cars, that will be back there, so leaving it, you know, it's perfectly fine. So we're just going to drive the same way back. I used to drive along train tracks ages ago when I did this, but I think this way is just faster, because train tracks have physics, and there's also a load of junk in the alleyways and stuff, which is more physics. These people will try and stop you, but it ain't hard to get around them. The only concern is police. Wow, lane switcher, interesting. I don't have that much. Police that here isn't really a problem. It's easy to outrun them. It's more towards the end, because you can't finish the, I'm going to call it a race. You can't get to the last checkpoint without losing the tail. That's pretty common in this game. Also, time 31 at the moment. I have no frame of reference for how long things take, unfortunately. But whatever the case is, we're probably doing alright. My estimate is very high, because I'm always worried. Yesterday I did something... I was helping do tech on second stream and practicing lights. That it's fine, don't worry. And I didn't run a timer, but I checked against the clock, and I'd done it in under that, and I definitely wasn't fully focused on it, so...
Great cops.
There you go. So the problem around here is, yeah, where police spawn around here, but I've got one on me, so that might help. Oh no, there's one up there as well. So I want to avoid that road and just go this way. So what am I on? I'm on Rosalita Race. I have a few notes written down because there's just a few things I can't remember. The next one is Paddy Wagon. Luckily there's a car right here we can use. So Paddy Wagon is a really quick mission, so let me try and say how it is. You need to steal a prison transporter. Luckily all we need to do is get in it, and then it teleports us. So we're going to drive by on it, damage it enough to get in it, and take it, but there's a lot of police presence around it. Luckily the easiest way is to just lock on, kind of stay by the side so the people in the back can't shoot me, because there's people standing in the back, and do that. And then get in. I'm going to kill this guy so he doesn't get in the way. That went pretty well. Unless it blows up. There we go. Pretty easy, right? Turning the screw is the next mission. This has a funny glitch to it, so let me take a break. It's not the fastest way of doing it. You need to... Basically, we need to scare a prison guard for answers. Usually what you do is do things to scare him. The quickest way is to, like, go to an alleyway, because you can get police attention and you really don't want police attention. You can go to an alleyway and hit walls, and if you do it correctly, you won't damage the car too much, but his fear bar goes up. But there's a much funnier thing I want it to do for the marathon that's more consistent. So if I drive around here, his fear bar just happens to go up if you're in a different car. The reason I assume is because he's now despawned. You can see the arrow in the background where the car is, and the car's not spawned. So I guess for some reason that causes the bar to go up. And most of his other dialogue lines just skip. You can see the
I don't know, 6, sometimes 8 at changeover time?
you can see that via the if you look at the subtitles at the bottom, they're just flashing. So the audio line tries to play and it doesn't play.
Second question.
I guess it's assigned to a character, and the character isn't spawned, so it just fails silently. And this needs to be on 4 times, and then all I need to do is drive backwards to spawn them again, I'm pretty sure, and then I can fully complete the mission. I don't even have to get back in their car.
Can we go back now, please?
Soon. What's the best way?
So this is turning the screw. My notes tell me to do funny strat, because this
Good
is just
notes,
really
yeah.
interesting. Like,
I guess it's fearing to be left alone. That's probably it.
yeah, it's the fear of being alone.
Yeah.
Sometimes people queue up behind me and you get a little honking, but nothing's happening this time.
You don't look so good. What's the police chopper response?
So just so I'm more in range, I'm just going to do this. So what I'm going to do is, as soon as this comes up, do this. There you go. Probably get rid of this as well. Now we do airmail. So I had to look at what I was doing. Airmail. This is like tailing a helicopter mission and picking up packages. I have police attention. That's kind of it. They drop in the same place. Some police spawns are consistent. Not too difficult. And basically an auto-scroller, luckily. So a little bit of history about speedrunning is maybe, I think that might be what I was talking about earlier. I started in 2014 because I just wanted to, and I was the only one who was doing it. And I mean, I don't remember a lot because obviously I stopped doing this a while ago, but I came back because I want to show it off. And I'm not as fast as everyone else, but I can show most stuff off pretty well. Here he's going to go across the bridge. They want you to take a jump, but you don't need to do it. Oh, there we go. So yeah, I did that, and then I was the only runner, and someone named Taduva, known for, he did have San Andreas World Record at one point. He's found some San Andreas strats and such, which is how we knew each other. I didn't really mean to drive across here, but it's fine. It's an auto-scroller, so we have to wait anyway. I think the next one gets dropped around here. Here you go. We're going to go across some crates in a second as well, which is a little bit tricky, but... And there is spare bikes in this mission as well. Luckily, they didn't make you get a bike for this mission. They just give you one. Anyway, yeah. He saw me streaming it and just happened to be interested in it. Like, he hadn't played it before. He bought it, played it casually. And came up with some new stuff, found some stuff, found better strats. And his time is currently like a 1:39, I think, from a few years ago. Just to be safe, I'm going to kill this police officer.
Call the chopper.
I want you to shoot this, and there's a ramp, because the chopper has dropped one last package on the roof, and then they're also calling a police chopper in, but this is easy. And there's like a bike parkour section. Ooh. There's a ramp here to go across a gap, but you don't even need to do it. You can just do this, which you need to do anyway to speed up across here. There you go. I am using keyboard and mouse for this. It's like, obviously originally a controller game, but maybe controller would be slightly easier for like turning and stuff, but yeah. So there's a route here and I'm very not used to it. I'm going to try and do it. So if I pause and look at the map, that's why, but I think I can remember it. I think I'm doing it slightly wrong here, but I knew that was going to happen. That's why I was trying to aim for that hole. It's not like there's a consistency to doing this, but having it happen, but I just had a feeling, and it did, so. Oh, okay, here we go. So yeah, I usually used to take the route back that was basically, I'm calling it normal, the way that you came from.
Every time I see those more shit 4 stars, it cracks me up because like
Oh yeah,
they are so taken with that game. It looks the same pretty much.
This is not the correct route, but it's fine. I have to go across this bridge. That's what I'm trying to do. Yeah, there's 50 in each error. We'll explain what that means later. Here's the way I want to go. Yeah, they just float, and you're basically doing jumps and stuff to get them. That's the intention of why they're hovering, but for some reason they are literally just stars. I don't know why. Anyway, yeah, I used to take the normal route back, which, you know, the route we came on, but this is slightly faster, even though I might have messed it up. At one point when I was attempting something here, I had very low health. I hit one of those fences. He dived off the bike, and diving off the bike and landing on the floor damages you, so I died. That was dumb. So now we're going to do Jailbreak, which is the main event.
Time for the main event, kid.
Yep. Which is now we're breaking someone out of prison, which basically there's a load of missions that have been planning for that, if I haven't mentioned it. So turning the screw, paddy wagon, and I think that was it. And the other guys come up with a plan because we're just a driver. I mean, we are just a driver, but we're also doing this completely alone. That's definitely not suspect in the slightest. So the reason we need the transport is to get into the jail. I think this is Rikers Island because there's a but it's not. I don't think Rikers Island in real life has a.
If I live to make 30, this'll be the slowest
You'll see
thing
what I
ever
mean. It
drive.
doesn't have like a road going across to it, but whatever. Yeah, because it is Rikers. Because the guy we're breaking out, Candy, we basically want to help us with another job. He's in Rikers, and they want to break him out, basically. I think he was working with another group, and things went bad. He's the guy who plans everything, basically, as you'll hear from dialogue from him on the drive back. I find it funny that TK complains about a car that nearly goes 80 miles an hour as being very slow. Here, what you're meant to do is get a cutscene when you stop there, but you don't have to. You just get police heat, and you're going to get police heat anyway. They just shoot at you a bit more. So this is the first instance of actually like combat, I'd say, where you're not actually driving fully, but most of it is driving. There's a little strat here. When you land on these things, you do this. Oh, you do this animation, and I wanted to skip having to do 2 of them, but I somehow landed on a slight edge of a hitbox. So you may remember that guy we were scaring, talking about a load of this stuff. Southside walls under construction, or whatever he said. I think it's the yard, right? You know, where the inmates hang out outside. He said like Southside Yard's wall is under construction, which means apparently that there's diggers here. Because I mean, it's just being built slightly, I guess. Very cinematic. Anyway, now we're gonna go inside. Here, I want to tank as much as possible, but collect this health. Health makes you 100% in this game, luckily, even if you're like right at the bottom. I'm going to try avoiding picking up guns here, because there's an auto switch, and I don't want to really. I'm just going to use the revolver. Try and get rid of the people with AKs. Ah. It's fine. Here's the reset. Now you'll learn. Right here, so it's not much. Just to be safe, there's a health pack here I'm going to grab.
The classic health pack in the toilet. Nice.
The camera's a bit weird to turn. See, here's the auto switching that's now confused me. Oh yeah, there's another health pack around, kind of there. It's on the other side of the wall. I'm just going to be safe. Let's just be safe. I mostly just want to... Yeah, there it happens again. I mostly just want to get rid of people with good guns. Yeah. Okay. We'll actually play it safe. Luckily, yeah, the reset point is pretty good. There's a load of health points back at the start as well. I guess they knew people would die and just walk back. I say let's play it safe. I'm just going to actually play properly. You know, lock in, as the kids say, right? So this guy has a shotgun. That guy had a... Sorry, no, that guy has an AK. That other guy had a shotgun. This guy doesn't have one, but I'm going to claim anyway. Then there's like 2 over here. Then I run along all these guys. There's a health pack over here. Here's a couple of guys I'm going to try and kill. Oh yeah, these guys like to get in my way. That's the problem, yeah. That's why I was trying to kill them. It's perfectly fine. This is not too long. I just want to make sure I pick the gun. I'm very bad at picking these guns. Because, yeah, gunplay in this game isn't that... outside of the car isn't really that common, luckily. I'm actually going to ignore that person behind me, try and avoid these guns. Yeah, so the guy we need to collect, we need to get, wow, is in the kitchens. Okay, let's actually just play it safe, right? Let's just play it safe. I'll stick with this gun for a minute. I'll call everyone at the start and then run a bit. I need to stop reloading. I have that in me from some other games. If you watch me play Conspiracy Weapons of Mass Destruction for Jingle Jam, it is also from that. Okay. What? Excuse me? Hey, we're nearly there. There we go. And if something happens here, the checkpoint is here. There we go. Easy. Easy first try.
First try indeed.
First try, easy.
What's the point of me planning things down to the inch if people can't get closer than a block away? And if I say something's to the second, it's to the second.
You talking about me? Thought this was Bishop's plan.
Not you, numbnuts. Not this job. The job they put me in Rikers for.
You should work with professionals.
Yeah, thanks, kid. That's real helpful.
I've heard this dialogue
They
too
were
much.
supposed to be professionals.
Well, you're
They've repaired
welcome
these gates
anyhow.
already, by the way, because they were broken when I came in.
Bishop getting you out. You're welcome.
Yeah, right. I should never have been in
And
there
you
in the
just keep
first
destroying
place,
the gates.
fucking idiots.
Yeah, and I have to keep repairing
Can
them.
you
Yeah.
actually drive?
Why'd
So
you
now we
think
need to
Bishop
drive to a
asked me?
hideout,
Well, just
basically.
make sure they don't fucking catch me this time.
This guy's a potty mouth. Also, I haven't had it here, but sometimes I've had something here where a police car spawns in front of you, but it's invisible until you get close. So I sometimes crash into it. So this police try and pit maneuver you in this game. I'm pretty sure it's the same in Driver. In a lot of them, I imagine. This is very much based off of Driver 3, so that kind of thing. There's some... I don't know if there's any car models they share with Driver 3. Fun fact, I only have 3 health. That's not the fun fact, but it also means if you crash your car, it also... Oh wow, they're still after me? That's interesting. I actually do want police to spawn around here anyway, so... Here I can sometimes easily flip.
To get us caught?
No. Usually just going across grass is enough to get rid of them. But we're about to go in an alleyway, that might help. But yeah, if I crash, maybe I'll lose health. Usually you want police to spawn around here. We usually shoot our gun to get them to spawn.
Oh, man,
Because...
I have a bad feeling about this.
Yeah, here they've now diverged somewhere else. So you know how I've said cars like to spawn more frequently once you've seen them once? You might have seen there might be prison buses driving around. That's because a prison bus spawned earlier when you start the thing. In the PS2 version, finding prison buses was basically rare, but here it's really easy. But yeah, usually we wanted to have police spawn so that they weren't spawned around that hideout, because getting away from there is really annoying. Okay, I'm just going to start this mission, because this mission is... yeah, this mission is something. It'll involve a lot of waiting. So let's get it on. Let's get it going. So this is just a I'm gonna call it a side mission. It's not part of the bigger picture. The Mexican bets on someone who's really bad in this race, and then just wants you to help him win the race. How did I not hit anyone? So the only way of really doing that is to just destroy the other racers. The problem is the racer still needs to finish the race. It's not like Driver San Francisco, where you can basically do this exact same thing, but usually once you destroy all the other racers in that game, the mission just finishes. And you need to do this in 2 different races. This one's 6 laps, the other one's 3 laps, but it's on a longer track. But I can't rest yet. because I need to do it first. And they do like to dodge out of your way, so yeah, doing this. Oh, that's not great. But yeah, I've got a lot of time to do it. I'd like to not do it slowly because it would be nice to... Oh, wow, I'm still not doing very good today, apparently. Usually I just stay to the side and drive in like that. Because if you drive head on, they will try and dodge you and it's kind of hard to predict. Here's the best way, because if you... I can't see it, but they go around this weird loop area. Which is hard to do it there. There's also some spare cars nearby, in case you break this one. There you go, that's better. Sometimes they lose their wheels like that. There we go. And they still do try and drive. You see two of them here. And sometimes they do a pretty good job at trying to keep driving. If you lose a wheel, you can keep driving, but it's pretty difficult. But they do keep trying. They're in position 2, so I need to get rid of one more person. There's nothing you need to say, is there, Tompa?
Not at the moment. I'm waiting for those donations to flood in, guys. I know you can do it, chat. Still have to donate towards the bonus levels in GTFO and the skin choice in A Bug's Life. Those are the next ones that's coming up. We already reached the incentive for the bonus levels in A Bug's Life, but there's also an incentive for the skin choice color. So that's up to you to fix, and we need that before the start of the run. And that is coming up after the run that's after this one. So first we have Mark of the Deep, and then A Bug's Life, and then GTFO.
I was going to do a joke. I mean, I can still do it. Like, let's just turn around. Oh, no one here.
Yeah, people are sleeping.
Yeah, people are probably sleeping. I want to sleep, but I'm doing this. I can get up. I can do whatever, right? I could walk out. I would do a joke, but I don't need the toilet, and I have enough water, so I can't even do a joke. And then I'll need to do this again in a second. This is kind of the annoying bit. This takes like 8 minutes. But there's a lot more coming up that's much more hectic. Let me fix some stuff. I need to put my door key away.
It's the rest before the storm.
See, there is still one racer, but I'm pretty sure they only have one. Do they only have one tire? Let's see, not this one. They'll come if they're coming around the corner. I'll see. But yeah, I picked up one of these new cars because it's about to put me. Yeah. Look, they're still going. This guy really wants to win. Also, somehow doing this isn't like illegal or anything. No rigging going on here. Yeah, I changed to this car. It's one of the cars left here because I need another car in a minute. So there's no reason not to just change now. Get rid of the damaged car. You're not actually doing any racing, so you just pick whatever car. Look at my notes. See what's important coming up. We're nearly near the end of what I would call this era. I say, I don't think it's really a spoiler. It was on the back of the case of the game. So, when you get it. In a bit, we'll be in the future. Not the actual future. It was the current day when the game came out.
Have you been running the other driver games as well, by the way?
I tried Driver 3. Driver 3 has some weird strats. And missions are slightly harder and stuff. Driver 1 can be notoriously difficult. Hang on, we were about to... Well, actually, no, they've still got to come around the corner. Notoriously difficult, especially the President's Run at the end, which is you need to get the President somewhere, and I don't think esking there does anything, but whatever. Like, the President somewhere and a load of people chase you. It's like the survival stuff I was talking about earlier. Anyway, now we need to do another one here, so we'll drive into it. For some reason, they give you like 10 minutes to do other things. Maybe if you want to change cars. I mean, there's no way of doing this beyond damaging them, I'm pretty sure. Here, though, I don't go the wrong way around at first because the racetrack is pretty long. So there are dialogue lines for these people. Oops. To be fair, I don't want to stress myself out on this too much, because on this mission in particular, because like I said, The only problem with this race course is if you damage your car too much. Did I curse it? Did I curse it? No. Yeah, I'm actually going to reset. No. I'm not sure if resetting it puts me... I don't think it does. Let's walk back. I've cursed it, but let's walk back. On for a nice walk for a minute. There's no shortcuts. Now I'm concerned. No, actually, I think resetting puts you back. Yeah, it's fine. I was worried that it would take so long to walk back. Because no sprint or anything. I cursed it. Whatever. Yeah, flipping in this game is really annoying. But it's fine. It was near the start, right? What I was going to say is, yeah, damn it, if you damage your car and need to get back, yeah, that's the problem. I'm just demonstrating the problem. It's fine. So I'm going to usually side swipe these cars. Yeah, sometimes you can just get caught on the pieces that fall off because they have physics. That's the issue. Yeah, if you hit the other race they're betting on, the Mexican complains. I'm kind of taking it easy because in a minute I'll probably go get another car. Oh. The thing is, he says not me, but I don't know if he's actually in that car. Like, I thought he was betting on someone else, but you know, I don't know. It's been a while since I've actually properly watched cutscenes, but I'm pretty sure he just says he's betting on on a racer. So whatever. So yeah, I'm not sure about this car, so I'm just gonna go switch it. There's two more here, so. Luckily, there is a dude. These guys are polymouth. Luckily, if you get stuck on the other side of that wall, there is a gap in that wall. There's one. Yeah, see, this one is 3 laps, but it's much longer. Well, the laps are much longer. This guy really isn't a problem. Okay, sorry, he is a problem because he still has all his wheels, but somehow our racer isn't actually last. Funny enough. These things are really annoying because, yeah, there's a wall behind them, and sometimes I think there isn't, and I hit them by accident. Okay, yeah, they're destroyed. Yeah, okay. They're in first, but I'm not going to stop because, well, there's no reason to. It's an auto-scroller. We have, I say I'm pretty sure Taduva tried seeing if you could tow this guy, but he also keeps driving, and it makes it really difficult. Yeah, because I guess you can take a tow truck into this. They're dead. I say dead, it's just their car. I mean, I don't think you can hit someone so much and they die in this game. I'm pretty sure from the car, but I'm pretty sure the car's damaged, destroyed. Before this, by the way, driver games really didn't have any very mature. I mean, there was mature themes, but not swearing. So this is kind of weird. I was going to say a fun fact earlier. Now I finally have a time to say it. He's first, yeah. There is another driver I see, but this game is like the one that has the most assets that have been reused, I think. So let's go over them. Driver Parallel Lines is obviously on Xbox, PS2, PC, Wii. There was I forget what order this is all in, but I'll do it in some order. There was a Wii game, so not a Wii, this is the first one. There was a DS game called Cop the Recruit, which is apparently meant to be a driver game before, but they didn't do that. That uses the same New York as this to most of the degree, except it's scaled down to the DS, and it's pretty good apparently. I haven't played it fully, so that New York is used there, and I think some of the cars from this are scaled down as well. There's a game called Emergency Mayhem, I think is what it's called, on the Wii, which is like your emergency service superheroes. It doesn't use the same city, but it uses some of the same cars.
You're too slow!
No, I'm not. Maybe I am. Anyway, we've finished this stuff now, so you can't skip these messages. Anyway, do you want to read that while I have a drink?
Sure thing. It's a $100 anonymous
Wow.
donation. Thank you a lot. No message and no incentive for that one. And then another $20 anonymous donation. That went for the Bugs Life skin select pink. And also for the bonus levels for DTFO that's coming up later as well. But thank you both for those nice donations. Much appreciated.
Okay, so that mission
I
finished.
want you to go to
You get put at the safe house. This mission needs a car, so I go and find one. This is gift wrapped. You just take a car, put a bomb in it, drive it back. Pretty simple. But it's in this multi-story parking garage, and you need to, for some reason, go up all these ramps. I guess so you don't trigger their security. Here's these stars. I'm going to try and avoid it. There we go. Flips. I don't need this car though, so mostly avoiding them because it slows the camera. It goes into slow motion and stuff. So you're meant to drive this all the way down, but you can be a bit faster by going over this ramp, but the car likes to flip, so you kind of have to... The consistent way is to, like, go off the ramp with a little bit of speed, basically. That's fine. Luckily, once you get back, you can just drive in the main gate. It's fine, because they recognize the car, I guess. Anyway, go back to that story. So, yeah, emergency... I think it's Emergency Heroes. There's a game called Emergency Mayhem. I'm getting confused. I think it's Emergency Heroes. So they are heroes. Which I think was developed by Reflections and another Ubisoft company. Because, I said they were bought by Ubisoft. We already named Ubisoft Reflections. And yeah, they worked on some other stuff. So that uses some of the same, like, car models. I imagine there's more to it than that. And then Driver San Francisco came out in like 2012, and alongside that, Driver San Francisco on the Wii came out, which isn't the same as the other versions. It's like a prequel to Driver 1. It's built upon this engine, I think, upon the Wii port of this. It's actually in San Francisco, so it's a completely new map, but it uses some of the same cars and such. But the main driver, it's funny because San Francisco was the first game to have a load of licensed cars, but the Wii version only has licensed cars for like the main characters, because you actually play as like a few different characters in that. I think you play as the villain at one. You play as the villain at one point, and then Tanner himself, and yeah. Anyway, and then at the same time they released a 3DS game. Okay, I'm just gonna take this. Yeah, go running red lights in this game and stuff gets police attention, but I'm so close. We're going back to where the tow truck stuff happened to fit this bomb. I can't have cops on me when I get there, but once they install the bomb, it clears my heat for some reason.
I'm checking the list of driver games here. There's also a game on the smartphone, apparently.
Oh yeah, there's a few.
Speedboat Paradise.
Yeah, they made a speed, but I haven't played it much because it was a mobile game. I probably maybe a live service game that you can't buy anymore, or even play when it's free to play. So, I don't remember much about it, and I feel like they probably shoot on Driver. That's probably the last Driver game that existed as well.
Yeah, it is.
Hang on a second. And yeah, at the same time as San Francisco, they released Driver Renegade 3D, or Driver 3D Renegade on the 3DS, which is this New York again. Probably some of the same cars, I forget. But it takes a place around, it's Tanner instead. And funnily enough, it's a more mature game, because this is a mature game, but when they went to San Francisco, they returned back to kind of just doing, you know, slightly more, I wouldn't call it family friendly, but, you know, just like teenager games. Because I think the reason is because they were usually T for teen games in America. But when when Driver 3 came out, they were aiming for teen rating, and they actually got mature instead. So I think they might have just decided to roll with it at the time. But yeah, anyway, so Driver San Francisco normally is is somewhat in that teen area, but Renegade is the mature one, because Tanner and people say, you know, fuck. That's how it's mature, by the way. But yes, it's just really weird. I don't know why they called the Wii version San Francisco when it's got nothing to do with the other versions, but Renegade had its own name. Oh, I don't want police attention. There we go. Wow. That was pretty lucky. Here I used to drive through alleyways when I ran this game ages ago, but apparently this is faster. The only alleyway I take is this one. Yeah, like I was saying earlier, just to go back on the thing of Daduva found some stuff. There's something really interesting he found later that I'll talk about, but it's not for a few missions. Actually, there's quite a few interesting things. I don't know if he found everything. And then there's another runner that I forget the name of, I'm sorry. I'd have to maybe look it up towards the end, who currently has a world record. He found a few other things as well. And there's probably some other people as well, but those were the top 2. Because, like, I'm like 155 and their runs are like 140 or something. I think, yeah, Tuduva doesn't have world record anymore. If I said he did, I was wrong. Oh no. This is really annoying. Can I just drive across here and be okay? Yeah, this is how you get away from police. It's just drive across the grass. I didn't go past the red light, technically. Also, I need to watch out this car doesn't get fully destroyed. It's a bit more sensitive because it has a bomb in it. I guess that's how that works. Annoyingly, in an attempt many years ago, I had a bit, not much health left, let's say, on the car, and I was driving along here, and I guess I somehow hit the road itself when driving up a ramp, and my car exploded. So I don't know how that makes any sense. I think I covered every single reuse of Driver Parallel Lines assets now. Some stuff in here might be from 3 as well, but not as much. Anyway, all I need to do is escape.
You missed the star, no!
Oh, I got police attention, but this automatically is doing a cutscene. So now is the main event, as I would call it. Oh, I can teleport, right? Oh no, I can't, because police... Oh, yeah, the police attention is still happening from a minute ago, so that was a bit bad. Okay. Oh, actually, I need to do something else for this mission. The easiest way to get around that is... Okay, we're on 456. This might crash the game. I think it has. Yeah. I think. Yeah, it's fine. Sometimes quitting to the menu or loading a save crashes the game. It's fine. And then it changes 640 by 480 to here. So 456. This is the only way of me quitting a mission, basically, I'm pretty sure. The reason I wanted to do that was because I want to try a newish strat. If I don't get it, like, first time, I'm probably going to... Maybe I'll reset and not do it. So I'm going to do... I had the tow truck, right? Here's the tow truck. Yeah, it's fully repaired, and you can see it is. I'm going to exit, I'm going to do this. Oh, I need to wait. There we go. I need to... Nope, wrong bit. It's D and not W. W is to get to the safe house and stuff, and W and A. D is... The opposite is the other one. Okay, this needs me to maybe concentrate a little bit, so... So I'm... Okay, oops. I actually want that straight so I can hook it properly. I'm going to hook this up. I'll explain in a second what I'm doing. There we go. So here's this tow truck that has nitrous and 3 stage 3 upgrades, so it's pretty fast. The color is just for style, obviously, and it was also useful to know that the glitch actually works. They want the reason for the color in the thing is because they want you to apply a color on that tutorial, so I just applied the easiest color to apply. Anyway, this mission is Kidnap. We were trying to plan a kidnap, basically, of someone who belongs to, like, a rich family. This is meant to involve a load of weird steps, but actually failing the mission from the first step has a fallback, and it's quicker. But even quicker is to fail it and hook that person's up because they're in a limo and just tow them back. But doing this is a little bit tricky, so I'm gonna...
Shit! They're not headed for the ambush. TK, take out the escort cars and get Martinez back to Hunts Point.
Please turn. Please turn. Please turn. There we go. I'm just gonna wait and see if these guys get out of their car. No, they didn't. Okay, this might be a bit tricky. I'm gonna go into first-person view for a second. Okay, they don't seem to be behind me anymore. Great view, by the way, if you do this. There you go. So yeah, what you usually do if you fail that is they go to the airport. You have to go to the airport, steal the car that I'm currently pulling, and then drive that to the hideout we have. But if you hook it up, you can just drive it yourself, but usually the tow truck would be really slow. This is not the only time we do this, by the way. Yeah, the problem is those physics I talked about, especially when you get a really fast tow truck, really get in the way. These people are still chasing me, by the way, but they're quite far back. So I am actually trying to watch out for them. because one of the cars, I think the tow truck, is actually quite damaged because, you know, they shot at it a lot. I'll know if they're chasing me, by the way, because an arrow, the following arrow will come up at the bottom sometimes. Usually it does already here. You might have also noticed there's no traffic. Beyond, please. I think something just removes them, and because we're doing it in such a weird way, the flag never gets removed, which is pretty useful for us. So yeah, this is the much faster way of doing it. But yeah, usually you drive to the airport and you have to wait for the auto. You have to wait for them to drive to the airport and stuff. But usually it would involve blowing up a billboard so they divert from the bridge. I think you blow up a tanker at a well, I'm going to call it a gas station, you know, a petrol station if you're British. And you use the nitrous to speed up a bit here. I think that's it. Oh, and there's another bridge you blow up to divert them as well. And then you trap them in some roadblocks and take the car from there, and some other people should help you. But in this case, if you fail it somewhere, it's just like, yeah, you do it on your own. You don't fail for whatever reason, which is pretty useful in our case. I used a lot of nitrous there. Didn't really mean to, but... I might actually here, I need to remember it, because once you go through the aero change, you lose all your money. And this car's pretty damaged. I would like to repair it, so I might repair it as soon as I can. So yeah, you just go here and the mission finishes. There we go. So I will actually go and do that. I can't teleport yet for whatever reason. Can I teleport? Yep. Yeah. And there's a mission. But I'm going to just do that quickly. Select utility. Get rid of that. Exit. Sure. I don't need the car, so I'm just going to get out of it. Just in case. So now we're going to do ransom. Yeah, this actually needs me to be out of the car anyway. This is the last mission of this era. Ransom. So this is the ransom for the person we kidnapped.
You better be ready, kid.
Annoyingly, it's in your safe house, and then you have to walk back out. I'm collecting this ammo for no reason. It's mostly an auto-scroller mission. But I do need a car, actually. Oh, I was meant to get my fast car. That's what I was meant to do. But it's fine. This is what I used to do. It doesn't save enough time for me to actually quit the mission, get it, and do it again. This is like nearly 100, right? 90, 100, and the other one's like 120. Nowhere near worth it, I don't think. Now Tompa's gone. Yeah, good time to go, probably. So you don't miss any of the good action. A lot of fire trucks. Also, yeah, this era is much longer than the other one, so we're more. I say we're more than halfway through. What's the time? 1:12? Yeah, we're definitely more than halfway through. I hope. This guy's chasing me because this car isn't that fast. A little bit annoying. I'm just going to do this a bit. I think here some people actually drive to the left, which is probably what I should be doing. But I'm so used to driving this way. Oh my goodness, that's a lot of mic handling. I think you should have muted your mic. You know, I need to keep going. I was like, no, he didn't mute it because he can't. I realized you have controls for that.
Yeah, I did mute the stream mic, but I didn't mute your...
Oh, you didn't mute my... Oh, okay, the stream don't hear it. That's perfectly fine. I don't know if you can... I don't even know if you can mute it to me.
Yes, I can.
This is tech things. Don't worry, guys.
I can mute.
You need to make sure you hit this marker, by the way, because if you don't, this bit doesn't happen. So there's a bike with a package on the top, and you're meant to take it across a load of rooftops in a cool montage, I guess. I'm not going to go montage, is probably the wrong word, but cinematic. Also, yesterday I was able to get the ransom without even getting on the bike, funnily enough. But we're not going to do what I just said. We're going to jump across this one and then drop down, because slow motion cameras and all this stuff is slower. So here. And I did probably know you were going to do this, because I'm going to do it now. Oh, and there will be people chasing you. So there's definitely a reason they knew you'd do it. But instead of jumping across all these rooftops, I'm just going to go this way instead. Much easier. So we're going to get to a truck, try and protect the truck, because we have the ransom. We have the ransom, but for some reason we get on a truck. I don't know why we don't just, you know, drive there ourselves, whatever. And then the error change happens, and I'll explain some stuff about it. If this truck gets destroyed, it's not a failure state, but they then make you get to the safe house, hideout, whatever. Same one as from Kidnap, on your own. So this mission gives you unlimited AK ammo and grenades. Rocket-propelled grenades. Oh wow, this is loud. It's fine though, it's not going to happen for long. It's because I'm right next to the gun, I guess. But as we're about to lose these guns anyway, it doesn't really matter. So I use up all the RPG. It's like the RPG in Driver 3. It's you know, it's a grenade that gets rocket propelled. It's not like an actual rocket. Wow, this sun is really bright. I'm trying to shoot the helicopter, which is kind of important. If the truck gets destroyed, the helicopter can follow you to the end, and you have to destroy them yourself before it lets you finish the mission. Sometimes I shoot it, but the free aim is quite bad in this game, so most of what I'm trying to do is shoot the people in front of me. So you see it's smoking a bit there. There you go. Oh. Can we have a 3? Okay. There's a mission like this in the next era as well. That's, wow, that was really good. I don't think I've ever blown up the helicopter like this, but I'm pretty sure you can, though. But it seems like we're going to survive anyway. Let's see if I can do it. And get ready, the game's going to crash in a second. Very much likely. Although, because it's crashed before, maybe I'm going to be a little more lucky. Sometimes I've not had it happen. Oh, they still want you to take out the helicopter anyway. So yeah, sometimes this happens. It's easy to do. There you go. Okay. So the game's probably going to crash. Is it going to crash? Yep, there we go. I see no signal on the other monitor. Driver.
What a great, stable game.
It has at least an excuse because it's changing the entire city. But luckily, no, I don't want to quit. 456. So this actually saves. I'm pretty sure we're already in 2006 with the save, so you might see, but it's gonna. Yeah, see, there you go. But I need to play the cutscene first.
Does the game also crash on console, or is this a PC exclusive?
I assume it doesn't. Sorry, I want to go to my garage. So it's now 28 years later. This is because they set you up and put you in jail for 28 years. So basically, they put all crimes on you, and you're 18 years old. That kind of sucks. So basically, TK plans revenge, and that's where this starts. Basically, everyone you helped is somewhat successful, except for the Mexican, who is the first person we're going to kill. His job was at like some sort of like arcade, and now he's running away from us because we haven't found him. Ray is still on our side because Ray had no involvement, so he's lovingly kept all our cars still after all these years. So we still have this one with the nitrous, and yeah, it seems to have refilled, so I'm using Old Reliable here. As long as you don't crash into trees. This one, so this mission, he's running off to like a, what do I call it? Like a fairground? Probably the best word. I forget what what we call it in Britain. If it's called a fairground or whatever. He's got on a train to go there. It's near the beach, basically. It's probably very similar to that one that you. It's probably in the same. Is it in the same place as New York as the one that's in? I'm gonna slow down here. that you go to is Michelle near the beginning of GTA 4, maybe? The one that's closed and you have to go bowling. Except you don't have to, you can actually play anything, anywhere, and it's faster to go. Faster to go play pool instead. Speedrun strats. Anyway, yes, he's in a train, but you don't have to. The train isn't the trigger, so you just get ahead of him. This car's getting very damaged. Driving across the train tracks here or along here is slightly faster because we actually do need to go down there in a second, but there's a lot of ramps and driving on them themselves is quite slow. If I need to use this car again, no, I can't repair it. I don't have any money. I don't think I need to. Actually, I need to transfer upgrades to something else. We're going to do that glitch again. But at that point, I'm pretty sure the other car, you know, doesn't take on this damage, I don't think. Well, anyway. This is where it is, and there's a little bit of shooting coming up. Quite a lot, actually. A lot of people helping him out and guarding him. We just need to, just like the prison one, we're mostly shooting the people with really good guns. Except this guy. This guy doesn't have a good gun. But these have like, what I'm going to call like a SMG. And I actually want some of this ammo for the next mission, and also for killing the Mexican in a minute. I didn't mean to shoot that guy. This guy's that I want to shoot, because he actually has the thing. Didn't need to shoot this guy either. Okay, okay. Let's actually focus. There's a health pack here, which I'm just going to get for safety. I usually wouldn't, but... That guy only has a pistol, right? Some of them have shotguns, some of them have this gun. And I need some ammo for this. Just to be safe, I'm going to collect this, and then... Oh, did I hit that piece of board? Here we're going to get on a bike that's just slightly quicker. And unfortunately, I need to get health back in a second, but it's fine because there's some around here. So I need to kill a few people here to lure the Mexican out and then shoot him. And I want some of this ammo for later as well, so I'm trying not to waste it too much. And when I say later, I mean the next mission. Okay, now he's out. Okay. Lock onto him and just shoot. Oh, and he's dead. So yeah, most people are successful, but Corrigan, who is a guy we never saw in gameplay, ends up being chief of police. That cutscene is us passing him and pushing this dead body and warning him, basically. Anyway, this mission is... what's this mission? Tailgate. Oh, he's going the wrong way. That's annoying. Or the longer way. Tailgate. You go to get in your car and someone blows it up. So someone's sending hitmen after you, basically. It's probably, I assume it was Corrigan. Because he's a very corrupt police officer. Chief of police, that's it. So this mission is weird. Like, if you skip the cutscene slightly later, this car is slower than if you don't. We used to reset to do that as well. It's very strange. We kind of are heading in this direction anyway in a minute, so us being slightly behind them isn't too bad of a thing. Although, maybe not this way. There's another route they can go and it's slightly faster, but it's, I'm guessing, random. There's stuff like this in Driver 3 as well. Okay, this isn't terrible of a route. This is why I need this ammo, because me and Ray are going to shoot this and guy and blow them up. And I might not have enough ammo to do this myself. I might have to use the pistol, which is slightly slower.
I like that they're both outside the car, but you can still drive the car just perfectly fine. No one at the driving.
Yeah, I mean, you are holding the steering wheel while shooting, but that does get a bit confusing because if you look here, I'm reloading while...
Yeah, exactly.
That makes no sense.
That's some skills. Using his knee problem.
You didn't say, they didn't say it during, let me just see, it's probably best I turn here. You didn't hear it during this instance, but sometimes TK comments on this as being a new side of Ray, and he says it's the old side before you know, and doesn't really elaborate. I'm guessing the elaboration is Driver 76 that I talked about, where Ray is basically, it's a similar gameplay to this. So I'm guessing Ray was also doing very similar things, but Also, Ray is old, so, well, TK was 18, so I'm assuming he's 46 now, right? 18 plus 28 is 46. Anyway, we're going to meet a new character called Maria, who is the son of Candy, who was one of the people, the guy we got out of prison, right? So this is a weird strat here, so I really want to explain it. So here's the safe house. Going in this safe house door with a car teleports you outside, right? There's a mission called Guardian Angel, which is a fake mission that basically is just an ambush, and you have to escape. If we do this and teleport to the mission, it teleports us to the mission, teleports us back here outside of the safe house, and we just lose them immediately. It's really good. That's a really good strat. Now I just remember what I'm doing. Tailgate after. Now we need to do... yeah, now I remember. I need to go get a fast car. I think maybe I was meant to get it beforehand. I'm going to get Serrano even though it's a bit damaged. Quit. There we go. And do riding shotgun. This is an auto scroller that's similar to the mission we did earlier, but there's if it gets fully damaged, you fail. But if it gets stuck, it has a failure state of the car. It was a decoy. We're delivering a bike basically. This one ends up being a decoy, and the actual one has gotten to the point where we usually not complete the mission, but continue it on. There's a really easy, reliable way of getting it stuck. It's shoot this tire. It took ages for someone to find this, apparently. So this will get stuck. There we go.
Been monitoring your progress. You can relax about your truck.
Hey, please get out of the way of my car.
The truck with the bike has already got to me, but its engine's gone. Come collect this bike from my courtyard and get it to the buyer in Englewood.
So yeah, someone's bought a car from Maria. We're delivering it. Usually you get to this place, the engine on the truck fails and you have to drive the bike yourself. So she's basically saying that's happened, but with a different thing. So yeah, driving there yourself is much faster. Also, there's a couple more advantages. That mission gives you 10, like the RPGs in the other one, this gives you 10 rockets and not RPGs, because there's different weapons in this era, and you get rockets instead, which are, they go straight on, right? So a bit more useful. So we don't have to use any of those up, and we get to keep them for later missions. Use this up. And on top of that, for some weird reason that To-Do found out, he kept playing this mission, and afterwards some of his guns would just have a ton of ammo, and he figured it out. We think that, I say we, that what he thinks happens is that the game removes your ammo, removes your guns, and then tries to give them back to you and does it incorrectly. So what it does is, actually I'll explain it in a second because there's another strat here. When I see the loading symbol, there we go, if I restart, it just puts me near the bike, for some reason. It's not a save either, that's the loading icon for just loading from hard drive. Anyway, yeah, he thinks it's because it gives ammo back wrong. So it takes, I think it takes any gun you have originally and it gives you back ammo in like how much you had in your clip times by how much you had in reserve. So if they're both pretty high values, you basically just get full ammo. And for us, we basically, and I think I forget how it works. There's another gun we get given, and we basically get full ammo for it as well. I don't know if the mission just gives you that, or if it's times by it. I think it's the times by it. But you'll see, we don't have it. We have it now. So you see here, I have 50 out of 2,000 and 40 out of 1,200 for these two guns. There's the RPG, and this one is just the default gun you get. And this is the, I'm going to call it Desert Eagle. I don't know if that's what it is, which is just something else. I think that was given back as well, because I think that's probably the max you can have. Anyway, this mission isn't too hard. This is probably the fastest, at least the fastest one we get to drive. Unfortunately, we don't get to keep it. So yeah, it goes about 414. So if you get a police attention, it's really easy to lose them. So we're just driving it to the buyer. So yeah, Maria is Candy's daughter, and I don't think she likes him, and she's trying to help us get close to him again, I guess. Okay, this is a little bit tricky because you can't have police attention on you when you deliver this, and I'm trying to make sure they aren't. This bike, yeah, I just realized these bike sounds are taken from Driver 3. There's a bike in Driver 3 that sounds exactly like this. Anyway, I forget what's the mission? That was riding shotgun, yeah, because you're usually, you know, riding a shotgun on the back of the car, which I don't think is shotgun, but whatever. Anyway, need to get another car for something else. So that Guardian Angel mission that actually turned into a ambush, which is actually meant to be a mission. Like, if you look at the rundown from this map, it was actually a mission, but it just never happens again. Ram Raider is similar. You do Ram Raider and it's an ambush. But Ram Raider actually has a actual mission. But first you need to do the ambush. You can't teleport away, unfortunately. I haven't tested it myself, but I'm pretty sure it's because you need to destroy these people. Two people chase you and you destroy them. The easiest way being, I could have probably done this from the car. Just use rockets. Oh. I'm just going to shoot Sky. So I don't waste them. There we go.
That's the second hit. Somebody's on to me.
Need to wait for Ram Raider to respawn. Don't do Gauntlet by accident. Ram Raider is really interesting and gives us a really interesting car called the Ram Raider. Usually you only get to use it for this mission, and then it takes it back, and you only get it at the end of the game, but you can store it afterwards, which we'll do, and we'll also apply the glitch, so we get some upgrades and stuff, which we'll use in a little bit. This is also really useful for...
Don't forget, the quicker you do it, the easier it's gonna be. Enjoy.
This is also really useful for a later game, another mission later on, if I keep it in good condition. So this mission is Ram Raider. Slink happens on a chain of adult stores, and we are destroying some of them to get his attention. That's basically it. So the easiest way is to use a gun, drive through them, and also shoot stuff. So you're trying to shoot as much glass and stalls, like, things as possible. Is that enough? I'm driving away a bit because you can actually die here as well. Is that it? No, why am I not destroyed? Oh, there we go. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Getting out of the car, it defaults to E, and I was trying to press W. And somehow I just slammed the key like this. The Ram Raider is really... It's obviously a reinforced armored car, so it's really good at that. And it is somewhat fast. That's why it's really useful. But yeah, you still can die. So that's what I'm trying to avoid. There are health packs, and if you get trapped inside, you can exit, but, you know, I kind of want this car. Luckily, after each one, it does spawn you in a consistent location. So I just try and do this, leave a bit, turn around. There we go, leave as fast as possible and then skip the... There's something I didn't point out, you can actually skip fade out. So you see it fades out, I'm starting to mash ESC because for some reason you can skip fade out. In most cases. There's one more, and then some people tail us, so we need to kill the people tailing us, and then this mission is done.
Move it, PK, move it!
This one's around the corner. I think he doesn't just own these stores, he also like owns a studio as well. Because we'll go to it in a future mission, in probably like the easiest mission of this era. Okay, I'm just gonna go this way quickly. I want to keep this thing in as good condition as possible. Okay, let me use a normal gun for this. Okay, let me go back to this for now. Actually, no, I'm just gonna stop, let them get out. Okay, that doesn't work. I'm trying not to have this explode right next to me because it will damage the car a bit. Wait, is the driver dead? Let me just drive away. That should also work. Can you...
Shake the tail, man.
I didn't realize there wasn't an exit there. But clearly I can just get away this way. I'm only doing this because I'm worried about health for several reasons. Because I want this car for a couple more missions. There you go. Let me just get my notes. That's Ram Raider. So what I want to do after this is teleport to garage and do that glitch again. So I'm going to transfer the Serrano stuff onto this. So do this, go through muscle, Serrano. This already has everything, so just press store, press vehicle select, press entry vehicle, and everything is now transferred onto this car. There we go, to make sure I was doing it correctly. So now we're going to do rush hour, which is one of the things I need this for. I'm going to keep it. So this now has nitrous and is really fast. This is a car, chase 4 cars, find out if they have their rental cars, see if they have drugs in them. I forget who this is for, or who's... I mean, probably Candy, because I'm pretty sure he's a drug dealer. You're meant to shoot them, have them die, and then get in their car, check for drugs, and find out they're not in there, and then do that until the 4th car, and blow the 4th car up. But for some reason, you can just shoot them until it... Okay, it's a little bit slow, because I want to go this way. You can shoot them until it says check them, and then just leave, and that still counts for some reason. But yeah, they all start around a similar location. They all try to escape towards, away. So what I'm trying to do is catch up with them as fast as I can, which is why a fast car is really useful. I have no clue what this one's doing. It looks like he's trying to get off the highway, but no, this is his route. And now there's one more. I want to get to as fast as I can. This car is smoking, unfortunately. I need to go off the edge of here, but I'm going to try and do it at not an angle because I don't want it to flip. This car's already going over here, annoyingly. If you're really fast, you'll meet it here. But I am also trying to not damage this car, I say. Unfortunately, there's no, at least here, there's no damage bar. Oh, I used all my nitrous. It's fine, though, because this is the mission it's most important for. So this one just needs to be blown up. So I'm going to try and use the RP, there we go. Oh, that car's pretty damaged. I do not like that.
It looks kind of rough, yeah.
Yeah. Next mission is Gauntlet, but I need to back my garage first. Yeah, that's what I was trying to remember.
You've been a big help.
Unfortunately, I don't think I have any money. Yeah, 0. What I want here is the tow truck again. Utility wreck. It's called a wrecker. For Gauntlet. This is a thing where I can reset and apparently makes the car slower, so I'm going to do that as well. It also moves my car slower. So this is about taking Maria somewhere. She has a driver, and there are ambushes, and she needs to not die, basically. What usually happens is, at some point, she'll die anyway, and you need to drive her car somewhere. But this is a mission where you can hook her on the back and just drive her anyway, because that's the only way you're really getting in there. So I'm trying to just get her car to do that. If I don't, then there is a spot where she stops anyway, but I use my nitrous. I don't need the Ram Raider later, but it's really useful and makes something a lot easier. Yeah, I'm just going to do what I said, wait until she gets to the actual point. Because obviously her AI is trying to move forward constantly.
We've hit an ambush up ahead.
So I'm just going to wait for her to turn around. There we go. He hits an ambush, turns around and waits. I say she has a driver. Why I'm not just her driver, as, you know, a wheelman, I have no clue. There we go. And there's some reason it does recognize this. It's even telling me, get her to the HQ. Trying to shoot that guy. But, yeah, my thing is pretty... I repaired it, so it's... I'd be more worried if I hadn't repaired it, because sometimes on this drive back I've hit enough things and the car just stops. And if the car stops, you have to just reset, because if you release her car... Here's where it's also swinging around, so I'm just going to decelerate for a second. If you let go of her car, she will just try and drive... I say she. The car will try and drive back on its route, which is quite far away. So the game is kind of programmed to do this, but not really. Oops. Oops. She has basically full health, it's fine. But if you take this card to the end marker, it triggers the end of the mission, so... How are you doing, Tompa?
I'm doing fine. I'm looking for There's never like right now it says on screen the Bugs Life skin select. It doesn't show the $20 raised for pink so far. I tried to look into why that is.
That's weird.
And I'm not sure why. So sorry that, chat and viewers. I'm working on it as is tech, I believe. So hopefully we'll solve it.
So yeah, the HQ is just over here. Again, this is really hard to drive because of the swinging of the car, but this is still a lot faster than actually doing the mission. There's a few road blocks you have to do, and then you have to drive the car anyway, like I said. Yeah, and also her driver dies usually, but he's alive now, so that's good. Yeah, if you released her here, she would just try and drive back. There we go. I just need to park. I need to park her in this marker. There we go. So now I'm going to do shell. Let me just do this. Skip this. I don't know if that actually skipped it or not. She's still here. The car's still here, by the way. And now I need to do shell shock, which is basically another ambush mission, kind of. You get in this that has something in the back, and they'll load will ambush you. You're meant to go over a load of ramps and stuff to escape this, and it's cinematic again. But you can just use a grenade, use a rocket to move that truck out of the way and drive it away as well. This also helps because these people who would chase you over the ramp to your right actually get confused, have to turn around, which stalls them a bit. You go across this parking lot, American again, which they can't follow you along. They get confused, turn around, and lose you. Annoyingly, there's still a roadblock here, but they don't follow you, so drive back to this garage, which is pretty close, and then Shinova. And then the next mission is also really short. I'm just looking at the list. The next mission is Slink, in which we kill Slink. Most of these people go down really easily. Like, let me stop. There we go. So Slink is here. Will they actually give us a car for this? I hope I can do this right. He's driving a straight line, so if I just do this... yeah. Needed to. There we go. And then we're doing Candy after this. I sometimes would use the Ram Raider for this, but it's very damaged, and I'd rather save it for later, so I'll use the bike they supply instead. So we go to meet Candy. He injects us with some drug. I have no clue what. I don't know if it's meant to kill you, or if it's just meant to, you know, make it so it makes it harder for him to chase him and kill him while he escapes. So over the course of this mission, you might start seeing the screen pulsing in and out, which is part of the effect. So I'm going to try to do it as quickly as possible, obviously.
Gotta stop him before these drugs kick in.
So we just go and kill him, as you'd expect. After this, we have to wait for it to wear off as well. Maybe resetting is quicker, I'm not sure. I feel like someone would have tested that, but then again, I don't know. Whatever, it doesn't matter too much.
Man, I'm burning up.
Especially in RTA. And I have no clue if playing this longer means it takes longer for the come down, or maybe I can use this. Oh, I missed. I was like point blank as well. There is a few, you get some more rockets in a minute as well. We're getting close to the end, by the way. I'm pretty sure not PV pace, but we're getting close to the end. I just realized I had the gun out.
Coming out the other side.
I need to wait anyway, so I might as well just... do this. I need to go in the garage because I want to get the Ram Raider. Garage. So you see I can't use it yet. There we go. I think it's under sports. There we go. So I'm going to use the safe house again to warp. This doesn't complete the mission though, but it puts me closer to the first place I need to be. How fast is this now? Because you do lose a bit of speed. So what I'm going to do is drive into it, do this, and do Gate Crasher, which starts not too far away, but see, it's a bit weird. Let's see how fast this is. Ain't too fast. Okay, ain't too fast. What I'm actually going to do Explode my profile and use a bike instead that I have stored. This game is probably going to crash again, by the way. Let's see. Yep. Okay. Give it a second. Load this one again. I can still do the same thing with a bike, I'm pretty sure. Not that I've ever really tried it. So I'm going to go to the garage again. And only if you're not in a car, it spawns you there and you have to walk up. I've still got the stuff from things. So what do I have? I have this one and the old one, so I'll use this one. I don't know if modern is more is faster, but more faster is not a word, by the way. Sorry, not even a word, just a phrase. It's really annoying to do this on a bike, though. This is what we used to do, but I'm going to try it because it's the easiest way I've got. So the reason I want to do this is, yeah, it puts me closer to the first point in here. You need to lure cops to smugglers who are owned by Bishop, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, they're Bishops. In this, you feel the cops are either really dumb or really smart, and I think there's no in between. So I want them to come over here. You see they're over here, right? Usually shooting attracts, makes them attracted to that, and they will just go towards you. There you go. The first place you need to lead them to is here. And they need to get up this ramp. There we go. So the reason being on a bike makes this hard is because it makes it much easier for them to shoot at you. And also, pop a tire. Did they pop the tire? It feels like they did because I'm weaving really easily. Let me just take another bike. Luckily, one spawned on the road. So that's one. And again, that was really quick because of that. Now you should drive. Oh, now you should drive to the next one. Do it, and then drive to the last one. But yeah, it's much easier for them to shoot at you in the car, and if you die, you have to redo the whole mission. So I am really going to pay attention. I wonder if it'd be easier to get some money in 2006 and do that. I don't think so. I mean, the easiest way is if I'm near the end and I feel like I don't have much health, is to switch to a car, and it'll be slightly slower, but it's much harder for them to shoot at me.
Meanwhile, we have a $7 anonymous donation. It was no message, but it was put towards the skin select green for the Bug's Life coming up.
Cool.
And right now, pink is in the lead, but green is close second.
Oh, wrong gun. Okay, there's two boxes around here. This one's closer, hang on. Come on, guys. Nope. To be fair, leading them up alleys is usually a way of losing them, which is useful in most cases. So they kind of need to be watching you. Nope, they're getting out. Okay, this one's after me, I think. No. Nope. See, this is what I mean. Either they're really smart and are shooting you really heavily, or they're really dumb. Any of you in the car? Nope. You've lost me. You've lost me, have you? I'm right in front of you. Okay, now they're both after me. Come on, here we go. Nope. To be fair, I was quite far away from them. That's why I don't like using a bike for this. No? Okay, hello guys. Come on. Here we go. And I didn't lose any health for that one, so that's pretty good. So yeah, this is Bishop, and then Bishop we kill next, and then Corrigan is the last one, who has 3 missions to finish up his bit, and then the game is over. So we'll definitely be underestimated. I've now cursed it, of course.
Famous last words, Soden.
There's an interesting glitch around here. Well, not. Let's call it a glitch. The animation for the initial cutscene and audio was meant to play and didn't play because I walked away, but it's still like ready to load. Like when the area loads in. So when we get close to the area where the cutscene was up here, if you look on the left, you'll see the tow truck of Ray's, which is, there it is, which is what's in the cutscene usually, and you'll hear his dialogue.
Man, stuff's happening right now. You don't have much time.
Which is the cutscene dialogue. Oh. Hey police, you know those people who didn't follow me before? Don't shoot me. So usually, unless you're in a big chase, only 2 police can spawn on the map at once, which is a strat we use usually when you don't want their attention. These lot are still following me on the map. Okay, there we go. Now there's this guy. I guess I'll try and take them. So they have a shotgun and then fire it out of their car, which is really annoying. And they seem fast, so that's good. This is the worst mission, I'd say, because I've reset on it a lot when I used to play, which is why using the Ram Raider is much better. But this time it seems alright to use this. Okay, game froze again. That's probably just this computer. I feel like it's not happened to me before. It also looks like VSync is off when it isn't, I feel. But maybe that's just me. Come on. Come on, guys. There they are. Oh, they're behind the bin. I wondered where they were. Anyway. Hang on a second. There we go. I want to skip that text, but also the save happens. Sometimes when you skip saves, you skip the fade and you can see the whole thing. Although now I need to wait anyway. There we go. Bishop. So Bishop has this like mansion and he has this APC tank in the back garden apparently. And he also gives us some more rocket. He does a pretty fair fight. He gives us some more rockets as well and bikes to try and kill him. He will try and shoot at you, so I do need to watch out. But resetting this is also pretty easy, to be fair. Oh, I see there's some health in a bush there. There we go. Easy. He's dead. Oh, sorry. We're going to save this bike. But we're also going to use it for the next mission, so I need to actually wait for it to spawn. Sorry. A cutscene happens. We're doing... What do you want to do first? Home Wrecker. We do Home Wrecker, Bear Cage, and then the final mission, Corrigan. So, Corrigan is Chief of Police, so of course he has a limo. Which is... I forget why it's hanging around here, but we're going to steal it. So we can enter his house. I say his house. He doesn't have a mansion like Bishop, but he has a somewhat sizable house. And then kill all his guards. This is similar to Paddy Wagon. You shoot it and then it gets damaged enough and you take it, except you have to actually drive it somewhere. Except I can have to... Yeah, there we go. It's a bit weird when cars move forward and you try and get in them. Oh no, I've got a flat tyre, haven't I? Yep. This car's also somewhat slow. These cops aren't real cops, by the way. You see there's... my map isn't flashing. This is really bad, but... The car's slow anyway, so I don't feel like restarting is any use. I'm going to drive across here to try and get rid of them, which seems a bit redundant when they're much faster than me, but sometimes it works. One of them actually has got lost, and maybe the driver died because that car seems to have stopped. Again, they're not real police officers in the sense of the game mechanics. See, these ones are, though. I'm just going to drive over here for a minute, why not? Again, we're going to abandon this in a minute when we get there, so it's not like a car we have to keep or anything, luckily. But what? It's a chase in progress. But I was over there, and they were somehow also over there. This is really slow. When you're used to 80 miles an hour, 50 is pretty slow. I say miles. I actually don't know if that's miles. It doesn't say M, I don't think. I'm wondering if I should... Yeah, let me just do this. Yeah. There's another one. The thing is, there's no point, unless they damage me too much, there's no point in resetting now. He must have died, yeah, because the other guy got out. I have so much ammo, though, you see at the top. Like, there's no wasting of it. In a minute, we do actually need to not have police to get in there as well, but usually it's not hard to lose them, but in this sake, it might be. I say that. I'm going to drive on the other side of the road as well. Oh, this is painful. Usually these walls help if they get stuck on one side of them, but they aren't, so... Let's just drive backwards. There we go. Someone died. And this is painful. Especially with my health being this low. This guy we're stuck on that side anyway. Imagine this turns up and you're like, yeah, just let this guy in. What are these police doing? I'm driving really slow and they're like insane. I'm still going faster than the traffic though. We'll pretty be underestimate still, by the way, because there's only this and 2 other missions left. I say that. At this point, yeah, nah. But we can say we tried. This time, if I get a pop tire or it goes slow, I'll just reset again. It's usually not that bad. Whoop. Bikes make really big turns. And also, let's play it safe as well. There we go. If it's something I don't know, apparently it's safe straps, even though I did actually have some for this. So yeah, they're dead too. That's fine. Much better. 75. 80, yeah. I was just in a... what's it? Sunk cost fallacy, right? Is it? I don't know if that really applies to that situation, but it's like, yeah, I'll just keep going. I'll make it. So yeah, this is, you go into, let me explain what's going to happen in this mission beforehand while I have time. You go into his home, well, not his literal home, but the gardens outside, and he has a load of guards, and you kill them. You drive out, you lose the cops, which is really easy, and the mission's over. One of the guards has a minigun, which will be a new weapon, and it's something we'll use a little bit later as well. We use that and rockets, basically. There is a route for it, and hopefully I'll pull it off correctly. Makes it pretty fast. The next mission after that is Bear Cage, which is you have to sneak. I say sneak. I won't say you sneak into the police headquarters and plant a bomb. This is a are we the baddies kind of deal here, and then so he can blow it up, and then that scares Corrigan to his safe house. We find that in the last mission, we follow him, he goes in a helicopter, we take him down, and the game ends. Although he technically doesn't die in the final cutscene, you see that. Anyway, after this, no cops seem to have chased me at all.
This looks like the place.
Nice place, huh?
Yeah, it's just how I thought it'd be.
Also, TK's voice does not really change between eras, which is funny, seeing as he grew up 28 years. I mean, I guess your voice already is matured a bit when you're 18, but yeah, anyway. Need to remember the ammo. So I'm gonna shoot here, because there's some guys hiding behind there. There's like 3 here, I think. Or 4. There's another one there's another 1 or 2 hiding behind here. Did I not kill that guy? There's another one or two hiding behind here. Swap weapons. There's two here. There's another one or two here. There's two here. Didn't mean to fire that one.
Thought these guys
There we
were
go.
supposed to be pros.
And if I get in this car and skip this, yeah, there we go. Yeah, not too bad that bit. Beyond the first part of the mission where I failed, yeah, pretty bad. That went pretty well in comparison. And escaping the police is really easy. You just drive across the grass. I'm not sure how they didn't catch this in testing. I mean, I don't mind. Bear gauge. This mission actually, I don't know if that text is skippable. No, I don't think it is. Yeah. So to do this one, you have to collect a cop car, drive it in. Which, even though they're shooting at me now, somehow I don't think... Am I stuck on that ledge? Yep. Somehow it doesn't transfer to me, I'm pretty sure. Actually, no, it did this time because they were nearby. Yeah. That's annoying. We have to lose them before we get there. Which will happen. It'll be fine. It's only a problem if there's police hanging around the like the entrance to the police station. Which, when you say that out loud, sounds like there would be, but in case of the mechanic in the game, no. Not always. It's another random spawn situation. So these guys are really slow. And they'd lose me in here anyway. Alleyways are like a cheat code, I feel, to losing cops. Sometimes, even though they're right nearby, you can just drive into them and it's fine. Okay, we're at 2 hours in. Yeah, this will be fine. Famous last words, of course. So again, this is another mission where you have to shoot some people, but you have to, there's just a strategy to who you shoot. And then we have to escape. So it's a pretty short route in, but the route out is long, I guess because they closed some of the doors. You'll see what I mean. Use the elevator. I'm gonna get ready to take out my minigun. There it is.
Requesting backup now.
Some glass here. It's slightly faster to shoot the glass and walk this way. Plant this bomb. You can't see it there. Maybe you do if you're freeze framed, but TK's image is on the computer screen, so he's pretty obviously aware of what's happening. Oh, I didn't realize my health was so low. It's fine though. Again, it's get to Corrigan's office, so it's just this bit again. I thought I was doing okay. I'll play it safe.
Requesting backup now.
These guys are fine. They just run past without much of an issue. These two. This guy. These guys. I'll reload. This guy, and then there's two around here. And then in a minute, we're going to tank a load of health. I mean, in a second. Here you go. There you go. And just for safety, I'll pick this health pack up. Now we need to escape the garage. Hope they don't shoot my tire. If they don't shoot my tire during the actual section, they'll probably shoot it near the end. You're meant to get through these gates before they close, which is pretty easy, but if you don't, you have to shoot the locks, but... Yeah. Oh, another freeze. I blame whatever someone's installed on this computer, but... I don't think the game shoots you like that, and as much as you like to blame Windows 11, I use that at home, no problem. There's the tire pop. Sometimes you get a nice jump camera here if you're going fast enough. Anyway, now they're going to chase me. You know that thing I said about alleyways? Let's try and do it. Although with them that close, it might not work. Yeah, ain't working. Okay. But the other one didn't find me. Let's get out. I don't need this car anyway. Oh. Oh. Why does this put me? Probably at the beginning of the garage bit. Oh, you know how I said we'll be under estimate? We will. It's fine. The other mission does not take more than like 5 minutes.
Just drive faster.
I didn't expect to die there. Not what usually happens. And that is not a tyre pop, by the way. That is a tyre pop. But the other bit wasn't. That was just me not driving very well. There's a jump camera. Hopefully the alleyway bit works now because they're far enough away. So if I go in here, they probably won't even see me see. There we go. Can I skip that? I basically need to wait for the last mission to spawn now. Actually, I need to go to the garage first. Also, I had this bug again. You see the UI was on top of the map and stuff. It's still there. It's this bike I want. Actually, no, it's not this bike I want, actually. I want the faster bike. Which is an Antilles VO3. Yeah, there we go. Corrigan. There's usually dialogue from Maria about that. It's this bit. Okay, I'm actually going to try a route I should be doing, which is I usually go to the right there and weave around, but I'm actually going to do this instead. I don't know where I'm meant to go actually, so I'll actually stick here, which is still much straighter along than the other one. But so we need to go to a safe house, which isn't too far away from there. I say safe house, hideout. Safe house is probably the best word for it. Having a bike here is important because a safe house is in a fenced area, and it's much easier to escape at the end if you drive this bike in the fenced area. Also, I see it says super on the back of this, which I guess is super bike. I'm getting a call. A great time. The only time I get call, and it's from someone I know. It's fine. I just rejected it.
Hi, Soda's mom. I don't know.
It actually was.
Oh, okay.
Not many people call me, to be fair. She'll easily leave a voicemail or call me later. She called me again. Nope, I am not available. And nearly at the end, if she'd waited like 10 more minutes, it would have been fine. So there's this bike bit I'm talking about. I'm going to turn it around to make it easy. Don't care about this guy. Use the minigun. There's a load of health packs in here, so this mission is pretty easy. Which means I'm going to die, obviously. This is a really good picture, by the way. I like this picture. Why is there a picture of just cats and dogs in here? It's clearly meant to be a rundown place. There's just a picture of cats and dogs on the wall. It's a health pack.
Yeah, why wouldn't you want a picture of cats and dogs? It's nice looking.
Like, the car makes somewhat sense because it's a model car from this game. So I just put a render on there. And these, like, really old ones also make sense, right? There's also some, like, reflections, graffiti and stuff like that as reference, which makes sense. Just calling again. I'm just going to leave it so it actually rings properly. Oh, I was meant to go down already.
She might be watching the run and like telling you to go faster. She's trying to give you some
I need this health. Also, there's Slink and a developer. I forget if that is that. I was gonna say it might be Martin Edmondson, but I'm pretty sure he didn't work on this game. He left after Driver 3 and came back to San Francisco. Also, Rejoice Reflections. Anyway, I'm just gonna run now. Actually, no, I'm not. For a specific reason, I want this health. Oh, so close to the estimate, but we can do it, I think. So usually you'd have to drive past a load of cops here. And take one of these cars, which would be really difficult. I might need to take a car, though. It sounds like one of my tires may be shot, but I don't seem to be driving too badly. By the way, with my mum, it'll be like I haven't answered 3 times, and she hasn't spoken to me for a few days, so I'm probably dead. You know, the usual, right? It's fine, I'll call after this. This is really early, especially. It's usually in the evening. Isn't it? What's the time? It's 10 a.m. It's 10 a.m. on a Tuesday, right? That's a really weird time.
Might be urgent.
Oh, she's going shopping on a Tuesday around this time. That's probably why. She needs to know what I want to eat when I get back next week, even though that makes sense. I think I got a voicemail anyway. Yeah. No, I didn't. Okay. Now you're just hearing about my mum. It's fine. I need to remember. It's to distract you from me not remembering the route here. Here we go. This is the route. We're nearly at the end. Yeah, I took the wrong way. Yeah, this route is really weird because you have to know where this edge is. It's mainly just a quicker way to get onto this bridge than anything. Oh, and I went the wrong way there. Cool. Again, there's a load of supercars around here because they put some. I think there's usually one that spawns here, yeah, for safety. So we're nearly at the end. So I'll tell Tech to get ready on time. Probably like another minute, if that. I think we're overestimate, but only just. So we're going in a tunnel. He makes them blow it up. Yeah, that's how he is. Just risk everyone else's life to kill me. I mean, I have killed a lot of people to try and get to him. Bike tire pop is making this hard, but so these are always the same, by the way, but I still never learn them correctly. And then we need to shoot him down, which you can do a fancy strat with the rockets, but I'm not great at it, so I'll just oh, can I take one of these cars? No, I'm gonna have to reset it then, because if I hadn't, I'd walk to the end and not have a car to chase him. Like I can't even get a new one anymore because the tunnel's sealed off. I hate the camera shaking that. Like, oh, you're just driving along and and there's an explosion and the camera just does this, and it's like you could have made it a little bit less, Don't know if it's a resolution thing. It's not a frame rate thing because it's V-synced. Although this monitor is 144 Hz, so it might be more than what I'm used to playing at. Okay, once this guy gets shot down and the final cutscene starts, the time is ended. So in like 20 seconds. Luckily the lock-on makes this really easy. The reason rockets are harder here is because they don't shoot, because it's a moving target. You have to preemptively shoot them, and it's also lock-on, so it's weird. Okay, like 5 seconds probably. Okay, more than 5 seconds now. Come on, please get lock on again. Please get lock on again. And time.
Oh, not the best, but I showed off a load of new strats, which is good.
You get to see the car hooks and just slightly more optimized stuff. See, he doesn't die. It's kind of a bad ending. He's there, and Maria says, if you want him to suffer, give him to me. And she takes him and then leaves. And that's literally it. So he's not dead. I forget what her involvement really is, and you never find out what happens to him. So I'm just going to skip it. You just heard everything I said. You just heard everything I said. That's what happens. Thanks for watching. Let's get it onto the next run as quickly as we can, because I think we're a bit behind schedule.
All right.
But yeah, thanks. Hopefully you enjoyed watching. Hopefully they allow me back in the marathon again after these performances.
Go ahead and call your mom now.
Yeah, I
Thanks,
think she might
Zoton.
be busy. Thank you.